Hi, so this morning's very quick little session is for you to think about your lumbar spine. So just above your pelvis, you've got 5 bones of your lumbar spine. And think about the first lumbar spine, the first bone, L1, lumbar spine 1. It's a bit like thinking of the Thunderbirds, like T, wherever it was. And then at your first lumbar spine, which sits on top of your pelvis, think about it moving slightly to one side and then coming back to the middle. So think about it going off to one side and coming back to the middle, but I mean tiny, 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 tiny amount. And then see if you can feel as you do that, what's happening to your shoulder on that side. If you can feel any shifting, especially of the ribs, maybe in your head. And then see if you can take that little vertebrae off to the other side, that one vertebrae, taking it gently off to the other side, but tiny, tiny. We're not doing like big movements here. We're talking tiny. So your attention has to really be on the inside and that one vertebrae, without clenching your jaw and without holding your breath. That's the challenge. And then see if you can go from right to left, that one vertebrae, tiny amount, tiny amount, tiny amount, and tiny amount. And notice if you are holding anywhere, clenching in your toes or your hands or your jaw or you're breathing, and then let it just sway. Like a little bit of seaweed just swaying in the ocean. That one vertebrae. And you'll notice that it's almost impossible to do just one vertebrae because everything else, what happens to your shoulders, what happens to your neck. And then your challenge for the rest of the day is to work your way up to the next vertebrae, and the next vertebrae, and the next vertebrae, until you've done all 5, and you've gone off to one side, and then you've gone off to the other side, and then you've combined the 2. Happy practicing.